Bro, good to see you again, actually. Good to see you again. And especially under these circumstances, man.
Exactly.
First trophy in the bag, team going in the right direction. Erik ten Hag has us just winning, winning consistently.
It's funny because we had Leicester, then the Europa League, then today. And I was like, surely we won't. We won the Prem game. I was worried last week. I was like, we might not win it. Then we won it. And I was like, surely not the Europa League. Surely not the final as one. Yeah, we've done it. 3 wins at this past one. See how we do against West Ham. But in the past week, God, yeah, I'm taken aback. Literally, I'm lost for words every week. Comes by, I'm lost for words. So, yeah, to top off a great week. Week.
Before we talk about this game, yeah, and how people played, etc., etc., talk to me about Erik ten Hag though, and like your assessment of like how he's managed to do this in such a short space of time, bro. Because think back to last year. Honestly, the club was broken. The club was broken, and we've still got a long way to go. But how has he done it, and how good is he?
You'd think it's the basic. You think it's for a manager, it's the basics to do. But like stuff like what he done to Ronaldo, not starting Rashford at Wolves, you'd think that's basic. But the managers before him showed that it wasn't, and they were getting allowed to just do anything. And I think that's the main point here, that he's the manager, and everyone knows he's the manager, and everyone knows that if Rashford steps out of line, he's going to get in trouble, and it could be Casemiro, it doesn't matter who it is. And from that onwards, that bouncing board from there, it's only going to be positive.
Has he just set the standards and set the culture?
100%, that's what we needed. We needed a guy to walk in and say, I'm the gaffer, and just set the standards throughout the whole. And it was early doors with Ronaldo. It wasn't late into the season. It was early doors, pre-season, and he said, strike one.
Yeah.
And for me, even like gave him a few chances.
Yeah.
And still, then he said enough's enough. When the interview came out, he said enough's enough, and that's that. And then our best player, Rashford, he's caught the same thing. And that, like I said, once you start doing that, everything else will follow. It's just a domino effect. So, yeah, he's just been doing things that I've been asking of our manager for the last 10 years to do, and he's been doing it, and I'm not surprised it carries over onto the football pitch.
Who stood out for you today? Because it was a weird one today, innit? We weren't. It's like Newcastle were just bang average. We didn't have to be amazing today, but we still had to be switched on. We still had to defend properly. We still had to work as a team, and we did that. Who stood out for you?
That block of four, the centre backs and the two centre mids, unbelievable. They didn't really create much apart from when Maximin he beat Dallo, and other than that, them four were outstanding. And like you said, we didn't need to do much as a set piece, and then obviously on the break, Wakefield set up. But them four, in terms of just protecting our goal, playing the right pass, winning the big headers, and we've not had that. No. And Fred's got a lot of criticism, especially from like, you know this. Fred,
well, he's a big game player now, man.
Of course, and before it was like we were counting on him to hold the midfield, whereas now he's got Casemiro next to him. So now you're gonna see the best of Fred, because it's like, okay, Casemiro will hold it, and Fred, you can do what you do best. So he's come on leaps and bounds next to him, and yeah, having that, we've not had a four like that for years. And like I was saying it before the game, I was like, if this was under Ole, probably would have gone to penalties. Whereas today, Gaffer knows what he's doing. Said 2-0.
There was just no panic, was there? You know, Newcastle trying to apply pressure, put two strikers up front. All right, cool. We've got two centre backs, so we're happy. 1 for 1. I'll mark one, you mark the other. Casemiro come sit in here, come mop up. No panic. Sabitzer comes in, raises the tempo again. It just was no panic. Wan-Bissaka on at half time.
It's the personnel as well. Last year, we got a lot of criticism. Like you said, the club was broken, and the majority of them players were at fault for that.
Yeah, so, exactly. A lot of them players today.
Yeah, to get them going again, it's not easy, just to get them going again and do what they've done this season. Like, if you told me at the start of the season we'll get in the top 4, I'd have laughed at you. Yeah, and I'm being serious, especially after the first 2 games.
I agree.
Of the season. Yeah. So to be doing what we're doing, and obviously conversations about the league and stuff and that, but we've won a trophy. Just beat Barcelona. We got a cup game in midweek. We're 5 points off the champions or whatever.
What are you saying? What's next this year? What's possible? Last thing, what's possible?
The cups.
Just the cups?
Just the cups.
Not the league?
There was that week where we dropped points at Palace. I said if we beat Palace and then go to the Emirates and get something, maybe. But you know me, man. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go out and say that. Look, we're close enough to say okay, they're there or thereabouts.
But another cup for sure. Not like obviously we'll definitely win it, but I mean that's on there.
I don't see why after beting Barcelona, it's only Arsenal really in the Europa League that I should be worried about, and in the FA Cup it's only City.
Yeah. Why not?
So league, I'll give you the whoever wants to say the league, whatever. But in terms of the cups, I don't see why not, bro.
Big up, man. Love, big love, big love.